Wow, the Premier League celebrating 20 seasons of fantastic football. talkSPORT's been proud to be a part of that over the last few years as well. We've seen some remarkable goals, saves, matches, refereeing decisions, celebrations, and now it's your chance to help the Premier League pick the very best bits of the last 20 seasons. Details of how you can vote coming up very shortly, but first of all let's look back at some of the great goals from the last 20 years. My own personal favourite has got to be the goal scored by Thierry Henry against Manchester United when he collects the ball on the quarter angle of the penalty area, turns and lifts it in one fluid movement over the top of the despairing goalkeeper and into the corner of the net. It was at Highbury and it was a fantastic moment. Other goals, notable goals that deserve a mention: Tony Yeboah for Leeds United, our own Stan Collymore scoring a dramatic last-minute winner in a 4-3 game between Liverpool and Newcastle, which will live long in the memory, and of course Wayne Rooney himself in the Manchester derby just last season with that dramatic overhead kick. I've already talked about one of the games which many people believe was the greatest Premier League match of all time, involving our very own Stan Collymore, the famous Liverpool 4, Newcastle United 3, and a lot of people think that is the best match of all time. But I'm going to offer a little alternative for you. It was at Fratton Park. It was a game between Portsmouth and Reading, and it was in the 2007-2008 season, and they shared an amazing 11 goals. I was sitting in the south stand at Fratton Park that day, and it was the first ever game I took my daughter to, and I said to her at the end, "You're never going to get it as good as this again, so make sure you enjoy every single moment." It was fabulous. It was dripping with goals. It's not just the strikers and the goal merchants that get all the headlines. Sometimes a great save can be just as important, and you'll be able to vote for your favourite save from the last 20 seasons too. For me, you can't look past the magnificent Peter Schmeichel in goal for Manchester United in the early years of the Premier League. What an absolute formidable force he was. He just changed the art of goalkeeping. He was so big, he was so strong. One memorable game that I remember for him was when he played against Liverpool in the 1993 season. He was fantastic that day, and he produced one of the saves of all time. Great tackles are brilliant, goals fantastic, but the way people celebrate also captures the imagination of the public. Over the past 20 years we've seen some fantastic celebrations. Brian Kidd and Sir Alex Ferguson on the pitch when Manchester United finally won the title for the first time. We of course have seen the acrobatic celebrations of many a striker, but the one that sticks in my memory is a good friend of mine, Lamano Luar. Whatever club he's been at, wherever he's managed to score goals, he's always produced his trademark somersault. It's great to see, and it shows the passion and the energy that that player has in abundance. Some great goals from him, but we always talk about that fantastic somersault. But despite the fact that I've got some fond memories of the last 20 seasons of the Premier League, it's not down to me, it's not down to the Premier League themselves, it's down to you. If you want to vote for your favourite moments of the last 20 seasons, it's really easy. Whether you're a Jurgen Klinsmann fan, a Peter Schmeichel fan, if you're a fan of Alan Shearer, Newcastle, or whether you've got the greatest memories from the game involving Liverpool and Manchester United, or any other number of great events that have graced the Premier League stage over the last 20 years, all you have to do is go to talksport.co.uk/20 seasons to vote.